Good evening, Busy Bees. It is Thursday, January 1st, 2026. Here's your evening news rundown in under 5 minutes. So, Zohran Mamdani officially was sworn in today in New York. I'm a New Yorker, so it's important to me. He gave one hell of a speech. If you haven't heard it, go on YouTube and watch it. You probably can catch it here or wherever you're watching from. I think that he gave a wonderful speech. He doubled down on a lot of his promises, which I love. And I love that he has this ambition to make New York City more affordable. There's a lot of controversy. If you listen to Fox number 2, Channel 2 News, who's now the Fox channel, there's a lot of rhetoric on, it's impossible. He shouldn't have done that. Why not be positive? Why not think that you can do the things you're setting out to do? We need someone with optimism. There's so much dark in the world, and he is a bright spot. Again, listen to his speech. I think in New York, although we are very diverse, we have very segregated neighborhoods. We have a very segregated school system here in New York, even in public schools. If you go to Midtown Manhattan, there's public schools, especially elementary and middle school. Those are going to be predominantly white schools. Very little diversity. They happen to be better funded because of the districts they're in, which causes a disparity. So, yeah, we need to fix things here. And I think he has the wherewithal to tackle some of these issues. But New York City is wonderful. And the diversity is what is so attractive and what is so nice about living here, despite the cost. So let's move on. President Trump is defending his health after articles saying, yeah, this guy is sick. So apparently it wasn't an MRI, it was a CT scan, they're saying. And it was wonderful, marvelous, the results. The problem is you had your representative out there with a doctor's note saying that your MRI results were normal, not a CT scan. So your doctor and your press secretary, Caroline Leavitt, however you pronounce her name, don't know the difference? Even if you were confused as a person with Alzheimer's and dementia, which I think this president has, everybody else seems to have it. We're being lied to, and it's blatant. And the story changes daily, and it's sickening that nothing's happening. He obviously is too old to be in office. Never mind the other issues with him being in office. The Affordable Care Act officially ends, and people's premiums are skyrocketing. The reality hits about, how I'm going to get my medicine this month. How am I going to go to the doctor this month? And it's hitting for millions of people. And I know that some blue states are subsidizing this, but it's something that they can't afford long term without the federal government's assistance. It's nice that they're on vacation for this Christmas, enjoying their health care, which is top notch, and their $175,000 a year salary. But most of us don't have that. Minimum wage increases take effect in 19 states. Now, that's wonderful. So it's averaging from $10.50 an hour to $16 an hour. Not sustainable to live a comfortable life. At that wage, even in the cheapest of states, you're going to need a couple of jobs. You're going to need like a 3-income household just to scrape by. This is not living lavishly. I think that the fact that we don't want to tax the rich but continue to tax the poor and then give the poor peanuts in salary speaks volumes on what's wrong with this country. Mali and Burkina Faso ban Americans, and this is in response to Trump's ban, and there's going to be other countries that follow suit, and I actually can't blame them. Also, ICE plans on $100 million wartime hiring blitz. I wonder if we invested in people's health care and salaries with those $100 million, what would the United States look like? Anyway, that's your evening news rundown. Please stay smart, stay safe, stay informed, like, share, and follow if you can.